Hello guys, how are you? We're almost in August and half of the year has already passed. And I saw my friend Magic Cat Jenny do the mid-year book Freakout tag and I thought, why not? I'm not a booktuber and I actually would like to read more than what I do, but I've read a couple of books this year and why not? And when I say a couple, I mean all these. Yeah. Most of them are non-fiction. I've actually read only one novel, but let's see how this goes. Best book you've read so far in 2017? I think it has to be Bestseller by Roberto Fontanarrosa. He's a comedy writer from Argentina. He passed away 10 years ago, almost to the day. This was his first novel. It was published in 1980, if I'm not wrong. It's a story about this wacky Syrian spy, and it's the nearest thing I've read to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, in the sense that you never know what's gonna happen next. There's always these crazy situations that come up, and it was really funny. Best sequel you've read so far in 2017? I haven't read any sequel per se, because I don't like to read those like books in series, but I've read The Fade Out, which is this graphic novel about old Hollywood, and I've read part 2 of it. So is that considered a sequel? That's the nearest thing I've got. If you enjoy noir films and detective stories, I really recommend The Fade Out. It's really good. I didn't like that much the ending, but the whole story is quite entertaining. The main character is a screenwriter, so that's a plus, and the illustrations are really good, so I recommend it. New release you haven't read yet but want to? I recently got this book called The Library of Rejected Books, and I think it's French. It was released last year, and I don't know, the cover caught my attention, and I think it's kind of a comedy, so who knows? Most anticipated release for the second half of 2017? Probably the new John Green book. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I want to get it from the book depository, because free shipping, and they don't have it yet there. I have to check, maybe they do now. Biggest disappointment? Probably this one called Two Space Fantasies by Argentinian author Sergio Vicio. I went to the bookstore and I wanted some Argentinian comedy book, and they recommended this author. There are like 2 long stories in this book, and I didn't like them. Like, I felt they were missing something. Like, I wanted a bit more and they left me wanting more, but not in the good sense. Biggest surprise? Once again, Bestseller. I didn't think it was gonna be so funny, and it really surprised me. Favorite new author? How to Ruin Everything, essays by George Watsky. If you don't know who George Watsky is, come on, go watch some of his music videos. He's a genius. So in a way, it's not a new author, but I really enjoyed the book. It was funny, and I would like to read more of him. Maybe some fiction. That would be nice. Newest fictional crush? I don't know. Some of the girls from The Fade Out. No one in particular. Newest favorite character? I may be a bit repetitive, but Bestseller, and I'm quite excited because I got the sequel, which is called Area 18. Yes, there's another book with the Bestseller as a character. By the way, I forgot to say, Bestseller is the name of the character. His name is actually Bestseller. Book that made you cry? None made me cry, but Bruce Springsteen autobiography Born to Run was sad at moments, and it made me think a lot. Not cry, but it got in my head thinking about mental issues, and yeah, it's quite interesting. Bruce Springsteen is my favorite musician, so it was nice hearing his story. And I say hearing because I listened to the audiobook while I was reading it. Book that made you happy? The Lego book! It was a book about a bit of story of Lego and some sets, and as you know, I like Lego, and it was like nice, light read. That guy looks a bit like me. Favorite book to movie adaptation you watched this year? It wasn't released this year, but Hidden Figures, it was nice. I haven't read the book, but I know it's based on a book, and it was a fun movie. It was quite interesting too. Favorite review you've written this year? I don't write reviews, so next. Most beautiful book you bought so far this year? I got this annotated version of the Godfather screenplay. I recently had to rewatch The Godfather, so I'm gonna read this really soon. And it has all these images and interviews to the cast and crew, and yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I believe in America. America has made my fortune. What excellent first lines. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? As I said, I've been reading a lot of non-fiction books, most about screenwriting, and I want to read these 2, which are like basic screenwriting books, Story by Robert McKee and Screenplay by Sid Field. Then, as I just said, the Godfather screenplay. Then I want to read the sequel to Bestseller. And finally, The Salmon of Doubt, which is a collection of stuff written by Douglas Adams, you know, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy author, and it's like a collection of emails and letters and stuff he wrote and they published after he died, so that is gonna be funny. Plus I have to finish reading a book of stories by Woody Allen, which is a collection of 3 of his books. I'm reading the last one, and I'm rereading the Martin Fierro, the classic Argentinian book. I'm rereading it for a project I might do in the future. So you heard it here first. So that's it, that's the end of the tag. Tell me in the comments down below which books you've read this year and which was your favorite. Are you currently reading anything? And if you do this tag, please tell me, I want to see you do it. See you next time, bye.